Hey sisters, today I'm gonna walk you through my typical morning routine. Having a morning routine can help you stay focused on a PCOS-friendly lifestyle. And it can be essential for hormone health, weight management, and your overall mood throughout the rest of the day. Stay tuned until the end when I pick a winner to receive a 3-month supply of Obasitol, my favorite supplement for PCOS. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. If you've ever commented on our YouTube videos, you might just have a chance to win. Don't forget to leave a like on this video to increase your chances of winning by 130%. All right, let's get to it. Life can be so chaotic, but having a morning routine or ritual gives you a sense of stability that you carry throughout the day. For me, it just sets the tone for mindfulness and presence, and it pushes away any anxieties I have about the day that I think of when I wake up in the morning. Before I spill the tea on my morning routine, I want you to know that it's not just about what I'm doing in the morning. It's how I'm doing it. The reality is that I like to get my full 8 hours of sleep, and sometimes if I sleep late the night before, I can't squeeze in all the morning rituals I'd like to squeeze in because I'd rather get my 8 hours of sleep in. But it's not about how many things you have time for in the morning. The point is to get grounded. So even if you only have time to pour yourself a cup of tea, try to take those 2 minutes as an opportunity to be present. For example, choose your favorite teacup. Watch the water soak the tea leaves. Take slow, deep breaths while you're pouring the tea. Get yourself grounded. Those 2 minutes of feeling present can really help you start your day off. With that being said, let's start off with my first morning ritual. The first thing I do is look at the light. My eyes go right to the window and I try to look outside to get some sun rays in my eyes to help me wake up, get that morning cortisol going so I have energy to get out of bed. I don't like to keep hitting that snooze button on the alarm. It's literally my pet peeve. I set my alarm for the exact moment I want to wake up, and that's when I get up. There's nothing worse than hitting the snooze button every 10 minutes for an hour and interrupting a good hour of sleep. Whenever that happens, I wake up in such a bad mood, a worse mood than if I had just gotten up when the alarm first went off, even if that felt too early for me. The truth is, none of this would happen in the first place if I just get to bed on time the night before. The key for me is to get to bed 8 hours before I need to wake up. Like I know my body, and 7 hours just doesn't cut it for me. I need the full 8. And maybe for you it's different, but for me, 8. So technically, my morning routine starts with what time I went to bed the night before. I really prioritize my sleep because I've had adrenal fatigue before and it's not fun. If you don't know your PCOS type yet, be sure to take the quiz. It's quite a wake-up call. So the next thing I do is reach for a glass of water. I like to drink cold in the summer and hot in the winter. It helps cleanse my gut and get my metabolism going. I'll also pour my spearmint tea for the day. To try my recipe for PCOS-friendly iced tea, check out my video on natural remedies to grow back your hair. Studies show that 3 cups of spearmint tea a day helps lower testosterone in women with PCOS, and that's great for our symptoms like hair loss, facial hair, acne, anxiety. I specifically love the spearmint tea from Peak Tea, and I'll link it below. Peak Tea is great because it's cold pressed and triple toxin screened tea. It doesn't come in a plastic tea bag, which is great because you don't want to seep plastic in hot water and then drink that. Hello, BPA. No thank you. You can just pour the Peak tea leaves in hot or cold water, and it's as easy as that. My third step is to head over to the bathroom. Even though I work from home, it's really still important for me to make myself presentable. Sirak and I work together, and I don't like schlepping around all day in sweats. I still put on some makeup and wear some cute loungewear. So for my makeup, I like to do an easy 10-minute natural look using all Ilia products. If you followed my makeup journey on Instagram, you probably remember it was quite a struggle to find products that were PCOS friendly and I loved. But I finally changed all my makeup to toxin-free products, and the quality of my skin has totally changed. You can even tell in my YouTube videos, in the first few videos, my makeup didn't look good at all. You might wanna take a look. Now I feel much more confident. My skin is more glowy and I don't feel like I'm doing something harmful to my skin every time I put my makeup on. I'm just way more confident about my makeup routine and it's way more fun now. I really trust the ingredients with Ilia, so I've linked it below for you to try. Let me know in the comments if there's a clean beauty product line that you like, because I'd love to try some new ones. Clean beauty is my favorite thing right now. All right, so I've got my tea, I've done my hair, I've done my makeup, and before I move on to my next step, I want you to know that I don't weigh myself every morning. In fact, I don't weigh myself at all. If you're on your PCOS weight loss journey and you want to see your progress, then okay, weighing yourself is one way you can do so. If you choose to weigh yourself, I suggest doing it once a week at the same time, like only on Saturday mornings, if that's what you choose. And if you're weighing yourself and it's triggering for you, then stop. Don't weigh yourself. Just evaluate your progress based on how you feel, how your clothes are fitting, things like that. Eventually, you'll get to a point where you know what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and you won't feel inclined to weigh yourself because you're confident your weight's not fluctuating, you just know what to eat, how to work out, and your weight stays stable. So now that I'm done with the bathroom, I go back to my bedroom to get dressed and fix my bed. Note, I haven't looked at social media yet. I keep my phone charging in the living room so I don't get distracted and tempted to grab it. This is a bylaw that Sirak established in our household, and it's a must before you go to bed. We keep the phones out of the bedroom so you don't get sucked into your phone for 20 minutes in the morning and skip your morning routine. All right, so Sirak and I like to make the bed together. It's our peaceful thing in the morning. Again, it's part of setting the tone for the day. Plus, when you work from home, you don't want that workspace to be a mess. So it's nice to have a fixed, clean bed. After we fix the bed, I'll head over to the kitchen to make myself breakfast. We usually rotate our breakfast options between a smoothie, oatmeal, or eggs. It's gotta be high protein and high fat though. It has to be that way because it keeps my blood sugar stable throughout the day. Check out my top 3 PCOS friendly breakfast ideas. I've made a great YouTube video to show you some delicious recipes. All the recipes are gluten and dairy free, of course, and perfect for blood sugar control. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, especially for PCOS, because it sets us up for blood sugar stability. If you skip breakfast or have a cup of coffee instead, it might just send your stress hormones soaring. I take breakfast very seriously. I don't think I've skipped breakfast in years. And if I do and I have to rush out the door, I have a light breakfast. I just throw something in my mouth. If I don't, I notice that I'm more inclined to snack throughout the day, and it's not ideal. Not ideal at all. Those uncontrollable cravings can be traced back to how and what we ate earlier in the day. So think about that. Skipping breakfast is usually the culprit. After breakfast, I'm almost ready to start my day. But before we dive into it, Sirak and I do a 10-minute meditation. I'm really tempted to jump into the computer or onto the computer and start organizing my day and what I'm gonna do and looking at my calendar and responding to messages. But having a 10-minute meditation is the grand finale to the morning routine, and it cannot be missed. It's the final piece to the puzzle, and it sets the tone. If you haven't tried it before, I can't suggest it enough. There's so many apps and free resources like YouTube. I personally use Headspace app, which is great, but find what works best for you. And remember, things change sometimes. You won't always have time for every single step of your morning routine, but setting up some strong morning habits and making time and space to get yourself grounded is really key to staying focused on your journey reversing PCOS. All right, it's time to reveal the winner. Drum roll, please. La Nonchalant. She says, I'm so grateful and thankful you guys exist. There is still a long way to go. Incredible the healing process, which involves not only the physical, but also 14 years of psychological suffering. But your method, your zest of life, your enthusiasm, and your optimism means the world to me. I wish I had known about you earlier. You are so sweet. Thank you for that lovely message. Sisters, feel free to leave us comments. We love to select winners and reply to you and chat with you, just like La Nonchalant. So we'll be in touch and sending you a 3-month supply of Ovasitol soon. So sisters, this is how I like to start my morning and set up my day for success. I hope you're inspired to add something new to your morning routine that will kickstart your journey reversing PCOS. Let me know what that's gonna be in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, comment, and share. Talk to you soon, sisters.